Hey guys, what's going on? It's Evan here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be rambling to you guys about a whole lot of stuff that's been going down recently, such as I've recently been burnt, recently unburnt, some future plans IRL and in-game, and a whole bunch of good stuff that I'll be talking about in this video. So if you guys just sit back, relax, do your skilling, and enjoy this video. So, yes, the past few months I've been kind of burnt, guys, as a lot of you probably already know. I've been playing the whole time. I didn't never quit or anything like that, but essentially what happened was I got into poker. I started playing poker on a website called America's Card Room, which is pretty much the only one that's legal in the U.S. So I was playing on that. Was playing really low stakes, like the lowest stakes you can play, just to kind of get the hang of the game. I have been playing for like a while, like on and off. Ever since I was probably like 12 years old, I've been kind of playing poker on and off. Always really been into it, and I still am into the game. I just kind of realized that it was like I'm either motivated towards poker or I'm motivated towards RS. I can't really be motivated towards both. So I kind of decided, you know what, I'm going to pick RS. And after I quit this game, I think I'll get into poker a lot in the future, but that'll be a ways away. So that's what pretty much happened, and I'm no longer playing poker now, just so I can stay focused on RS right now. But yeah, so I've been fishing as of lately. Currently 48 mil fishing. I'm still fishing right now. It's just that Conduit's actually down right now, and I really wanted to make this ramble. I didn't really feel like waiting for Conduit to come back up so I could fish. Figured why not? Let's just do it at the blast furnace here. So I'm doing some blast furnace right now, since Conduit is down. And yeah, I know Omar's gonna be telling me I'm a little beta boy because I can't fish without the Conduit feature where you just hold down the shift key. But that feature just, it makes it for me. Like without that feature, I just hate fishing. It just sucks because you either have to time it so that you click and then you hold down the shift key and drop, or you have to do the method with Windows mouse keys where you click and you drop with mouse keys. I just prefer to wait to for the thing to be back up, which it's been quite a while actually. It's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon right now, and yeah, it's still down. So hopefully it'll be up soon. So yep, just doing some smithing right now. The goal with fishing is I've been going for 50 mil. That's pretty much been the goal since I really got into it. And I'm getting close to finishing that up. The plans are right now is just to continue fishing as long as I really feel like. Kind of the same thing I did with lavas, where I finished lavas at about 57 mil. Pretty much my thing with lavas was just I was just going to go until I didn't feel like doing it anymore. And eventually I burnt from lavas. And eventually I'll burn from fishing as well. I plan on fishing after 50 mil until I just don't feel like anymore. I don't really know how far I'll get. We'll have to see. But after fishing is done, or whenever I really feel like it's time, I'm going to start finishing off some of the Bibles here. I have some of them knocked out already, as you guys know. But there are some that are very close, such as smithing, where I'm 167 mil here. 167 mil smithing, and I'm going to be getting it to 185 mil, which will be enough to compensate for the 4 granite 3-tick mining at the quarry, which I probably won't do that method, to be honest with you. I think there will be, by the time I do mining, which will be so far in the future, I'm sure there'll be a different method I'll be doing for mining. But as of now, I'm just going to plan for that, doing the quarry. So I will be getting about 185 mil smithing, and then I'll be stopping to leave room for that. And then also fire making. I can get roughly 165 mil, assuming I do 2-tick teaks, which again, I don't think I'll do 2-tick teaks. I think I will do redwoods on my phone for the entirety of woodcut. So I might be getting a little more than 165 mil in that skill. And then we also have some other ones as well. What else we got here? So we have fletching, which I have 18 mil to go until I can finish that skill off. And that's pretty much it for the Bibles that I'm close to being done with, at least. Also, yeah, prayer. Forgot about prayer. I'm at 116 mil right now. I've been peppering some prayer in lately. I have a bone runner, which is how I plan on doing the rest of prayer. It's how I've done some of prayer already. Not all of it, but I would say most of prayer I have done with a runner. And it's just way more bearable that way. I have been doing a method that Harry showed me where you pretty much run bones on your alt while doing prayer. You waste a little bit of time doing it that way, but you essentially save a lot of money because you don't have to do it with a runner. But it's like I've been paying the guy $1 mil an hour to run me bones, and I'm probably gonna end up paying him a bit more, like 1.5 mil. I'm thinking. Which, by the way, guys, if you want to run me bones, hit me up. I'm always looking for people to run some bones whenever. So yeah, I've been paying $1 mil an hour for that, and it's just not too expensive. It's like, I don't know what kind of rates I get because I never track my rates, but I think it's fair to assume I get easily 850k plus, or I wouldn't say easily, but I should be getting 850k plus, right? So essentially, I'm spending about an extra, we'll say 1.1, 1.2 GPXP. So I started doing prayer again at about 100 mil, so it's gonna cost me, we'll say 120 mil. That's not too bad, it's not really, something I need to be worrying about. 120 mil to me is worth it. Not really just for the time saved. The time saved is very minuscule compared to running on your alt, but just the effort for me it's so much more bearable doing prayer just by standing there trading, than compared to running on an alt, which is a lot more clicking, a lot more intense, and a lot less fun. So, planning on wrapping up prayer that way. For construction, I'm waiting a bit on that. I have no idea when I'm going to do that skill. I won't be able to afford it until I do all of Hunter. So I have to finish Hunter with Black Chins in order to afford that. Or, if I did 200 mil fishing, which I've been thinking about 200 mil fishing. I don't know if I'll do it or not. We'll see. I just want to fish as long as I enjoy it. But if I were to do 200 mil fishing, I could afford it after that. Actually, it might be close. I'll have to recalculate it out because I was using a different GP per hour figure than I would be now. But how am I going to be making money from fishing? It's going to be with a Rune Dragall. I unlocked Rune Drags actually a week ago as of today. And so far I've killed roughly 900 of them so far. And I'm absolutely loving these things. If you guys don't have Rune Drags unlocked and you're looking for a chill AFK money-making method to do, I would recommend it. It's a great method, great money, really chill. Just has high requirements. It's that simple. Like, you need 200 quest points on your ult, and also the stat requirements aren't too bad, I don't think, but there are some stat requirements as well. But primarily the 200 quest points is what you're going to be worrying about. For me, I was shocked I honestly got the requirements done with, because I am a person that absolutely hates questing. Always have, always will. I've never owned a quest point cape at any point in RuneScape history, and I don't know if I ever will. I'm hoping to before I do Slayer on my main account here. I'm hoping to be able to own a quest point cape, but we'll see. Essentially what I did on my alt was I had about 132 quest points, I believe, and I went from 132 to 200 in about 3 days time. I knocked all those out, and then on top of that I did Dragon Slayer 2 on my alt. The Dragon Slayer 2 itself wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. It took a while though. It took me about 3 to 4 hours, somewhere in that range, to complete the entire quest, which was more than I was hoping for, because Slayer Music Skies, which, by the way, shout out to Slayer Music 1. That dude is the only reason I was able to unlock Rune Drags. Without him, I would have not been able to do it. If you guys hate quests, I highly recommend checking him out. Slayer Music 1 on YouTube. It's spelt Slayer and then MUSIQ1. Just search it on YouTube, and he has a whole bunch of quest guides. They're really high quality guides on every single quest in the game. A lot of good stuff coming from that channel. So yeah, I was using his guides, I knocked out all those quests in about 3 days, and the quest itself wasn't terrible. I died probably like 4 times, to be honest, which sounds bad, but it wasn't too frustrating. I actually did stream it all on twitch.tv/AvatarEvan as well. It was a fun stream. It was definitely a fun stream. We got a host from Alkin during that stream, and about 5 seconds after the host, I died because I was on the final boss fight, and I had not researched it at all, and I had no idea about his fireball attack that one hits you if you don't move, so I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, the final boss itself, I died to actually once. I died to the fireball, and that was it. Like, I died that one time, and on my second attempt, I was actually able to kill it all the way, which I was shocked by because I'm not much of a PVMer at all. But I was able to do it, and I was pretty happy with it. You know, it was a good way to wrap up the stream. So I got that done. Then I got all the other stupid requirements you have to do, like dig site pennant unlocked and all that stuff. And we got all that going. It's been really chill. I'm able to do it with fishing. It is intense with fishing, not gonna lie. It's something that's possible. It's up to you if you want to do it. I do 3-tick most of the time when I'm fishing. I AFK from time to time, but I tend to always focus on 3-ticking when I'm fishing. But yeah, I'm using a tank gear setup since I'm focused on fishing. I use Varrock's helm, a Tarog's plate body, and a Varrock plate skirt. And I've been doing that, and I'm able to make about 1.1 mil an hour. I calced out over a period of 5 hours. I did a little test, and I was making 1.1 mil an hour with that gear. And supposedly it's supposed to be about 1.5 mil an hour if you're using DPS gear like Nezi helm, Bandos, etc. Just all the DPS gear and stuff. Which I might start trying out the DPS gear again, but right now I'm focused more on just AFKing because they can hit hard, and you know, it's really annoying to die when I'm fishing because then you start losing ticks at that point by having to go get your stuff back, and it's kind of annoying. So I just try to stay alive by using that kind of gear. I'm doing them as well right now on my, as I'm recording this, I'm doing Rune Drags and some DPS gear. They're so nice to do with BF. I'm actually really looking forward to getting back into BF. It's a shame I only have like 18 mil XP to go until I'm done with this skill, because like Blast Furnace is such a fun thing to do, especially with all the quality of life updates they've added onto it. It used to be kind of annoying because I'd have to repair on an ult and stuff like that, but nowadays Blast Furnace is really, really nice. And also the glove switch you had to do as well. But yeah, Blast Furnace is great now. So yeah, I'm going to be knocking all those Bibles out. You know, fishing could make me craft or construction, or hunter can make me construction, kind of whichever I want. But yeah, so wood cutting. I've been doing quite a bit of wood cutting through my phone doing redwoods, which if you guys want me to make a guide on that, I might make it. It's pretty simple, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't really you know they're able to do redwoods on their phone, or if they do know you're able to do it, they don't know how. So I'd like to make at some point a little guide as to how to do that. I've done a guide on pretty much every phone-scapable method that I've done so far. You guys have probably seen my Nightmare Zone guide on the phone. I've also made a Arty Night guide where you can do 0-time thieving, which I would highly recommend. It's how I plan on finishing my thieving, assuming they don't nerf knights. I mean, they can nerf knights, but they have to nerf it in a way where I'm still able to do it on my phone. If they nerf it so I can't do it on my phone anymore, that'll change my plans around. But right now I plan on finishing thieving through 0-time nights on the phone. So, yeah, I'm thinking about making a guide for redwoods on the phone as well. Which is what I've been doing a lot, and I'm going to start doing them a lot more lately because I've actually started going to the gym as of recently, which I did. I've only been going. This is my 4th day at the gym. I went to the gym about, I think it was 2 years ago. I went to the gym a little bit. I went to the gym for maybe 3 months about 2 years ago, until I pretty much stopped for a few reasons. One, I had just gotten my job, which is the job I still have today. I just gotten my first job, and also I didn't have a car at the time, which I recently did acquire a car as well. But yeah, that's another thing. So I didn't have a car, so it was kind of annoying to have to go to the gym because I'd have to go at like really weird times of the day. I'd have to like wait for my dad to have his car at home and I could go, and it was just a pain. It's a lot nicer now because I'm able to go whenever I want. So yeah, I've been doing that. But yeah, recently, like, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I like either sprained my wrist, or I pinched a nerve in my wrist, or I pulled a muscle in my wrist, something of that nature. I don't really know exactly what happened, but my wrist was in a lot of pain. I got a little I don't even. It's not really a cast, but it's like a little wrap for my wrists, I guess you could say. I got that on, and it's feeling a lot better today just because of this little wrap I have on it. So I won't be going to the gym probably for at least like a week, just waiting for this to heal. But I went for a jog earlier today. Went for a jog like 2 days ago as well. But yeah, I've been enjoying jogging. I haven't been able to really jog because it's been so cold lately, but it's been warming up. But obviously, like during the winter, not the optimal time to jog. So yep, been getting into that, getting into the gym. It's nice to kind of get back into that again, working that into my schedule. Also, I'm still going to school full time and also working part time as well. And I am looking into internships for the summer because I am actually wrapping up my my stay at community college. I'm on my second year, my last semester of community college. So after this, I'll be going to a 4-year school in my state, and it should be a lot of fun. I'll be dorming there, and it will be definitely a fun experience, I think. And that's when things will change. Like I've been saying on Twitter, like if I were to burn out of RuneScape, like that would be probably one of the highest, chances of it happening is when that occurs. So we'll see what happens. I don't really think I'm going to burn out, or I wouldn't really say burn out, but quit, just because I've been playing RuneScape for almost 10 years now. I've been playing since I was how old was I? Like I was like 10 or 11 years old, I want to say. I was like 10 or 11 years old when I first started playing RuneScape, and I'm 20 now, so it's like half my life I've been playing RuneScape. I've been kind of on and off. I want to say like a 2 or 3, like out of those, 9 or 10 years, I've probably not been playing for maybe 2 years, maybe 3. I would say probably 2 years though I haven't been playing. So I've been playing RuneScape for most of my life for sure. And when I say playing, I mean like playing full time. Like that's like the game I'm playing. I'm fully focused playing RuneScape, putting in some decent hours. I've always been putting in decent hours when I play RuneScape. It's just back in the day I was really bad at the game. I thought I was good, but I was really bad. Nowadays, I've definitely improved a lot from back then. I used to always try to be so efficient back in the day, but I never was. It was just I would make like the most minuscule progress ever, thinking I was efficient as fuck. I used to have an alt back. I attempted to make an alt back before they were even legal. I was making a Ganodermic Beast alt, if you guys remember those back in the day, where you needed 95 Slayer, which was way over my head, by the way, because I didn't even have 95 Slayer on my main, and I was here making an alt trying to get 95 Slayer so I could, make some money at Ganodermic Beasts. So yeah, I never actually was able to, successfully create that alt. Or really any alt back in RS2 I never really successfully created, but I had a lot of fun back in the day for sure. So yes, what else do I want to talk about here? So we got all that stuff. Redwoods, like I said, we pumping out a whole lot of Redwood XP 0 time. Thieving, we'll be continuing with that. Internship. Been applying to internships over the summer. Got one interview lined up for next month, which I'm looking forward to. It's like the perfect internship. Like if I could pick one internship that I really wanted, it's the one I have an interview for. So I'm really excited about it. Like I really hope I get this job because it's an investment advising firm, which essentially what I'll be doing is we'll have our clients and I'll be researching primarily stocks as to which stocks to buy, which stocks would be best fit for certain clients. I'll be researching that kind of stuff, and then I'll also be working with the clients themselves and kind of planning out their financial future and stuff like that, and helping them be on a successful path to financial independence, which is really, really something I want to do with the rest of my life, is helping people with that kind of stuff. So if I'm able to get this, it'll be really fun, I think, and I'll really enjoy it. And on top of that, that's a full-time summer internship. Well, a little under full-time, I think, technically. It's 35 hours a week, and I think full-time is technically 40. So I'll be doing 35 hours a week of that over the summer if I get this particular position, which I think all the other ones I'm applying for are full-time as well. So I should be working about that much over the summer regardless. And then this particular one also happens to have a during semester internship as well, where it's part-time. It was described as 10 to 12 hours a week during the semester. And if I get this internship, assuming I really like it, I would love if I could have the opportunity to be able to continue working at the same place throughout the semester. And I've been working 25 hours a week for the past 2 years, going to school full time. I understand that four-year school is going to be way different than community college. I think it will be a heavier workload and more difficult in general. I think it will be. So the fact that I'll be working less, which is something I've wanted to do when I went to my four-year school anyway, I'll be working less, and I'll have more free time, so it should be a good deal. I'm looking forward to it. And also, the place I am interning, it's about 45 minutes away from my house right now, but when I move into my four-year school, it's going to be only I think it was 10, 15 minutes away, so that would be such an easy commute. So it'd be very, very short, and I'll have lots and lots of free time, which will be good because when I go to my four-year school, I actually plan on getting a social life. Believe it or not, guys. Looking forward to socializing with some other people as well. Which right now I don't really talk to anybody from my school, to be honest. I hang out outside of work with some of my a lot of coworkers of mine sometimes. Talk to them during work, obviously. And then all my friends from high school all at their they dorm at their four-year school. So I really don't hang out with many people over the semester. I pretty much just hang out with my work buddies, and that'll be it. And then over the summer, over winter break, that's when all my my high school friends come back from college, and then we'll hang out then. So I don't really hang out with anybody from my school at all, just because I don't know. I fully get the four-year experience will be completely different from community college, but at least at my community college, the kind of trend is you just pretty much show up to class, you sit there, and then when the class is over, you just go home, or you go to your next class and then go home. So it's I pretty much just show up, leave, do my work I do my work there, do my work at home, just get shit done and make progress. I don't really worry about socializing with anybody else because it's I don't know, it's just not really an environment where it's promotes hanging out with people to do group projects, because we really don't have any group projects or anything like that. So but yeah, from what I've heard, four-year school is definitely a different environmental feel in that sense. So looking forward to that. Let's see, besides that, not really a whole lot has changed IRL. That's about it. So let's see, what else can we talk about here? Being burnt. So yeah, I already talked about being burnt. Talked about some upcoming plans. 200 mil player is obviously going to be one thing I'd like to knock out. Also been falling up top page lately, guys. Let me pull up the high scores here. But yeah, and I fucked something up here at the blast furnace. Can't really tell because there's no thing in the top right corner telling me how many bars are in the thing. Or top left corner, I mean. But yes, so let's check out the top page here. But I'm falling off, boys. The DMP has been slacking. So right now I'm ranked 25 overall right now. So I'm right at the brink, the brink of extinction here. Right at the edge of top page. I currently have, it appears to be a 18 mil gap between me and Dan Glisak. Great name, by the way. And he's not really playing that much, I don't believe. And then behind him is Dylan or Shop. He's not really playing much. And then Junis, which I honestly have no idea if he's playing at all. But yeah, so I have a while to go until anybody really catches up to me, because the people right behind me are pretty inactive right now. So I'm able to stay on there because of that. And that's also part of the reason I'm peppering in some prayer now, because I want to get some XP flowing in so I can, stay afloat on top page. Because as much as top page is completely irrelevant when it comes to 200 mil, the XP you have doesn't matter. It's all about EHP. I fully get that, but there's just some kind of sentimental feeling towards being on top page, I feel. I don't know. It's just being not on top page is kind of it just kind of sucks. I don't know. Once you're on there, it just feels different, I guess. I don't know. like, I can't really describe the feeling until like you actually get on top page. But it's all subjective. Like, some people get on top page and they say, "Oh, I don't give a shit. Doesn't make a difference." Which I guess it doesn't make a difference at all. But it's just kind of nice to be on there, you know. So I prefer to stay on if possible. So that's kind of why I want to do some prayer. Also get another 200 mil under the belt. I haven't gotten to 200 mil since 2016, actually. I think it was October 2016. It's either October or November. And I just messed up my screen region here, I think. But yeah, October or November of 2016 was when I got 200 mil crafting, which was my last 200 mil. But yeah, like I said, guys, I got so many 200 mils that are like very close. But most of them I won't be finishing, you know. It's like fire making, for example, I won't be finishing. Smithing I won't be finishing. Fletching I will be, but I have to wait a bit for fletching. So, yeah. I'm trying to fix this screen region, sorry. Alright, so. Yep, the alt's been going well. I've been doing run drags on that bad boy. Let's see, what else could I possibly talk about here? What kind of time are we at? We're at 26 minutes. So we've already been rambling for quite a bit here. So yes, Hunter. Hunter is a skill I can pretty much do whenever. You know, I can do Hunter whenever the heck I want to do Hunter. You know, some other stuff like Slayer, I plan on saving for quite a bit. Slayer's a skill that, you know, it's always going to be getting devalued, and it's something that I feel is best to just be left for later. There will become a point where I just want to do Slayer, and that's when I'll do Slayer. Simple as that. Shitload of total XP coming from Slayer, so once I start doing that, a lot of total XP will be coming in, which will be awesome. But one thing that is actually going to be coming to an end very soon, which I still have to run the numbers as to exactly when, but Zero Time Nightmare Zone. I've been doing it for years, guys. I've been doing the Zero Time NMZ. Been loving Zero Time NMZ. If you guys aren't doing Zero Time NMZ, I'd recommend doing it, because it's just great. You know, it's you're able to do stuff IRL and make be gaining 0.5 E. At least it used to be 0.5 EHP an hour. Checking your phone every 20 minutes. It's fantastic. It is a great tool that anybody can use as long as you have melees on your account. You can do zero time melees. So currently my stats are looking like about 171 mil strength. I have 131 mil attack, I believe. Yep, 131 mil attack and 30 mil defense. So essentially, strength I finished a while ago. So strength is all done. I'm never going to be training strength again in NMZ unless there's like some new fishing method or some new Slayer method or some shit like that. I won't be training that again because the rest of the XP I'll be able to get from both barb fishing and I believe cow fight tasks, if I'm not mistaken, because you're supposed to use the bludgeon for cow fights and possibly some other Slayer monsters, which gives you strength XP. So I'm done with strength, and then attack. I just voice cracked pretty bad there, but yeah, for attack, I'm not exactly sure when that's over. According to CML, I'm done at 130 mil attack, which seems a bit incorrect to me, because I know Karma gave me some figures a while back, which said I could get, I think, up to like 100 and I can actually check. I have it written down right here. I get 40 mil attack from Slayer, he said, so I can get up to 160 mil attack. I gotta figure out which is which, what kind of numbers I should be using. Things could have changed since then, etc., etc. I gotta, figure all that stuff out. So that's something I definitely gotta do. But then after that, I should be able to gain roughly, I think it's 12 mil. Yeah, 12 mil more defense XP. So I can have 42 mil defense, and that's when I'll get to the point where I'll get the rest of my defense XP all from barraging. Slayer. So I'm pretty much done with NMZ at this point, guys. At least the melee portion, which is what I want to get into here, is I actually plan on doing range next. I'm going to be doing some range in NMZ. And range is something I've had at 13 mil forever, right? It's always been at 13 mil, and it's actually my lowest rank by far on the overall high scores page, which is shocking to me how many people have 99 range, by the way. I understand it's a popular 99 because of like PKers and stuff like that, but I'm ranked 83,000 right now in ranged. To me, that's insane. There's over 83,000 people with 99 range. Like, that's insane to me. I get that the skill is fast as heck, and a lot of people train it, but still, that's just really shocking to me how there's that many people with it. But anyway, yeah, I'll be doing range in NMZ. I'm not entirely sure of the method yet. And I just deposited my stuff. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to be testing out a whole bunch of methods. This is something nobody's ever done before, guys. Nobody has ever done range NMZ before, to my knowledge. At least, like, over a good period of time. I'll be doing it all the way until, according to what Karma told me a while back, I'll be getting about 40 to 50 mil range from Slayer. So that essentially means I can get 150 mil range XP, all from NMZ. 0 time, all of it. So, yeah, that'll be a good chunk of time for sure spent in NMZ. So, what I'll probably be doing is some mixture of like Armadil and tank gear. I'm thinking, because I'm gonna want to have some defense bonuses. So I don't think Void's really gonna be the best option. So I'll be doing absorption potions with possibly knives. Some people have been saying that knives are gonna be like the thing to use in there. But yeah, I'll be using the extreme ranging potions, possibly knives. Could be using a crossbow, a twisted bow. I don't know what's gonna work best. I'll have to test everything out. And then I'll be using, probably for gear, a mixture of like Armadil and tank gear. I'll figure out what works. I'm going to be doing a 20-minute AFK method, of course, for that. But yeah, once I actually do get everything all settled in and I figure out the best, gear and the best inventory setup, I will make a video on that as well for you guys. And that will be also on the Omnia YouTube channel. I'll be making a guide for, the best range setup for NMZ, which I would not recommend training range in NMZ until you have all the melees done, though. Definitely want to knock out the melees first. Those are the most important to finish off. Because the reality is, ranged NMZ doesn't save you a whole lot of time. Melee NMZ saves you, I want to say thousands of hours it saves you. Lots of hours you're going to save from NMZ melees. Range, not so much. You can train range for, I want to say, over 500k an hour chinning black chins or red chins or whatever. You can get lots of XP per hour with chinning. I simply don't want to waste the time chinning. I can save, even if I save 100 hours by chinning, or by doing 0 time range, that's worth it, right? 100 hours, that's like at least 2 weeks of time right there. So, yeah, I'm going to try to utilize all 0 time I can, be as efficient as possible. That's just how you're going to gain ranks on this game. It's just using your time as wisely as you can. Utilizing your 0 time methods. And that's how you beat people that don't have as much obligations as you. Is you're able to, like I would say, I have probably one of the highest amount of obligations on top page. I have the most obligations, not the most, but like one of the most amount of obligations on top page, I would say. And I've had those obligations for like the past 2 years, so it's never really changed, right? And I'm able to pass people that have way more free time than me by being able to do stuff like NMZ, phone nights, phone redwoods, all that kind of stuff is what puts you over the edge on some of this competition out here. So I try to utilize every hour I can. Every hour matters. So yeah, I'll be doing that, making a guide on that, and then after range is done, I'll be done with NMZ entirely, which will be a very sad day, but it won't be too long. Like, I don't know how long range will take, but I would say by the end of 2018 I'll be done with Nightmare Zone altogether. And at that point, hopefully RS Mobile will be out. And I'm really hoping they have a login screen, or not a login screen, a lobby. Because that'll be big. If they have a lobby, my plan is to do Redwoods and essentially just check my phone whenever I can. Ideally, you want to be checking it as, like, the more constant you check your phone, the better. But pretty much, check my phone whenever I can. And if there's a lobby, whenever I get logged off, because you get 5-minute logged at Redwoods instead of 20 minutes, essentially it'll put you in the lobby screen. And the dream would just be to tap on the click here to play option, and then tap on the tree, and then exit the app. It would be that easy. Like, you would just literally tap twice, and then you're woodcutting for the next 5 minutes, right? That's fantastic. Like, I'll be able to make so much passive progress just by doing that throughout the day. tons of woodcut XP. And also with the addition of RS Mobile, I am absolutely confident that there's going to be a whole load of more redwood type methods, essentially. I think there's going to be like a redwood method for fishing, a redwood method for mining. I'm really hoping for mining, but like all these other skills, there's going to be these 5-minute AFK methods for. I honestly believe like there's going to be these really AFK methods because they're going to cater to the mobile. They say they're not going to, but they are. They're going to cater to the mobile players. The mobile players are going to take over, and they're going to say, hey, we want some AFK stuff that we can do on the phone while we're in the car or we're laying on the couch watching TV, whatever it might be. There's going to be shitloads of new, really AFK methods coming out. If you guys thought it was bad now, just wait for the future, boys. Which I'm not complaining about. I mean, there are some things like that in this game that kind of aggravate me, how easy they are and how AFK they are. But overall, I'm a human. You know, I don't really mind AFKing. Like, especially like I'm gonna be busy in the future. I'm gonna always have obligations. So, you know, being able to do some of these zero-time methods is gonna give me a fantastic edge over the competition. And also, there's tons of people that have obligations that don't utilize these types of methods. So that puts me at an even further advantage when it comes to that. So just pretty much utilizing what I can to get ahead in this game. So I think that's about it, guys. What kind of time are we sitting at here? We're at 36 minutes, boys. We've been rambling and gambling for 36 minutes straight now. But yeah, we talk about a whole lot of stuff here, guys. We're talking about IRL, we're talking about in-game, we're talking about being burnt, we're talking about plans. But reality is, guys, I'm motivated. Been motivated for about the past week now, and I've been putting I plan on putting about 50 EHP in every week. And that's because I'm pretty much done getting EHP from NMZ. Whether I'm actually done with NMZ or not, I'm going to be gaining very, very little EHP from NMZ from now on. I think my rate's calced out at like 700k an hour I'm supposed to be getting or something, so pretty much going to be done with that. Sorry, I got distracted in my ult here. But yes, so going to be getting very little EHP from NMZ from here on out, but that's fine. I mean, I just got to put in the hours. Put in the hours, get the EHP, and put in the progress, and you'll be making gains all day long, boys. And I just fucked up the screen region again. Sorry about that. So yeah, looking forward to the future, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys are looking for a clan to join, you already know what I'm going to suggest. Omnia CC, look at us. We got shitloads of people in the CC, boys. It's active 24/7. We got an active Discord, active TS. Pretty much everything that you could want in a clan, we've got it. If you guys want to take skilling seriously, we're the clan to be in. Got the highest ranked players in the game, and the most active skilling clan in the game, pretty much, or high level skilling clan in the game, I should say. So yeah, hit us up on the forums. There will be links in the description if you want to join Omnia. If you don't have the requirements yet, hit us up with an application for Smiley. We're always looking for motivated players to join. If you got the 1500 plus EHP to become a Smiley, or you're putting in fat weeks, we'd love to have you here. So yes, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys made 36 minutes of gains over the past 36 minutes I've been rambling here. And more vids to come. We got an Omnia podcast on the way. It's going to be coming out. We don't have a specific date yet, but it's going to be coming out about middle of March or early March, around there. Within the next few weeks, we're going to be pumping out an Omnia podcast. Check the Omnia Twitter. We'll be tweeting it out, retweeting it left and right. You know, to be able to submit questions for that. And that'll be streamed on my channel, twitch.tv/AvatarEvan, if you guys want to watch that live. And will be uploaded onto the Omnia YouTube channel later on that week. So looking forward to that. Some more rambles to be coming. We got some guides on the way for the Omnia channel. A lot of new content for the Omnia channel coming up in the future, guys. So make sure to stay tuned for all that good stuff. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.